You are watching this video and you are a boxer, you are a Muay Thai fighter, you're an MMA fighter, you're a bare knuckle fighter, I'm going to tell you how you can feel fast, sharp and powerful in every single session that you're having in your fight camp. Now, a lot of fighters will come to me and they'll message me saying that they're feeling terrible during the fights and the fight camps. They're saying that they've got no energy, they're feeling slow, they're flat, they're powerless, and they just feel like they can't get through the rounds, they're blowing out their ass. And most of the time, it's not a fitness problem, it's actually a fueling problem. And the way that you actually solve this is very simple. What you need to do is you need to be consuming enough carbohydrates, because carbs are going to give your body the energy that it needs to break down when you're in your training sessions, whether it's sparring, whether you're on the bag, whatever it is, the pads, right? So you essentially want to be going for a range between 4 to 8 grams for every kilogram of body weight. And it's pretty simple how you would actually work this as well. So essentially, if you're doing a training day where you're training near maximal, you're doing multiple sessions and you need a lot of energy, you're going to go a little bit higher up the scale, close towards the 8 grams for every kilogram of body weight. So that's what you would do with that. Let's say, for example, the day is a bit lighter or you're on a recovery day, then you'd go for the 4 grams per kilogram. Because what you've got to remember is that your body's going to need carbs and it's going to need glycogen on the day that you're actually training. You're going to need a sufficient source of glycogen. You're going to need it spread across your meals to keep your blood glucose high and give your body the energy that it can break down. But you also need to keep it in on your recovery so you can replace that glycogen, you can replace that energy that you lost during your training session, and you can also carb load and get as much carbs into your muscles for the sessions the next day and the day after that. That's really important to remember. But the key with the carbohydrates is to understand the timing. So we've got the high glycemics and the low glycemic index. The high glycemic index are going to digest really fast, give you immediate and quick energy, and the lower glycemic index carbs are going to give you a lot more slower energy for things like sweet potato and high fibre carbs. They're going to be a lot slower to digest. So the way that you're going to do it is, let's say, for example, 4 hours before your session, you could have a huge plate of pesto pasta with around 150 grams of chicken breast and a 400ml glass of orange juice. That will be a really good pre-training meal. So you give it 4 hours to give your body enough time to digest, absorb and store them carbs into your muscle glycogen. And then let's say, for example, an hour before the session goes, you could have one slice of toast with a little bit of honey on it, a bit of cinnamon, and that's essentially what you do. And then if you need a bit more energy, I don't know, around 45 minutes or 30 to 45 minutes before, you could have like a small packet of sweets. So this time is going to be really important because you're going to give your body enough time to digest the carbs, and you're going to feel light, sharp, and you're going to feel fast during your session. As I say, fast, sharp and powerful. That's how you want to do it. And I can guarantee, if you follow these simple tips that I've given you in this video, you're going to feel unbelievable during your sessions. A lot of people think that there's got to be some secrets, but I can guarantee you, if you follow what I've given you in this, you'll 100% see the difference. If you like this information, you want some more nutrition and